Hello guys, myself Mohd Lukman Khan and today I am explaining my wonderful book whose name is Cosmic Beginning and Gift of Nature. So let's go to reading the abstract. Hello, my name is Mohd Lukman Khan. I am an BE Aerospace Engineer student of Chandigarh University. My health is better now than before. I have a condition called schizophrenia. Although I struggle with sleep, my overall nature and behavior are still good. I am just busy with job related tasks and also taking my medication regularly, which put me under a lot of pressure. That's why I'm trying to develop good habits. Often, when someone has a condition like this, people start comparing like it is a fear of religion and say the thing like fear of God, look what happened to him. But that's not true. What I am going through is due to the effect of medication and the condition is good after before. Religious people sometimes give such examples just to install fear of God in others. But I completely normal now. Sometimes the receptor and hormones supply in the mind get blocked, which cause me a severe pain. I already believe and discuss in the detail with my doctor Santosh. Still, people often change their statement and trying to distract my mind. What I simply means to say is that the life is short and so along with study, we should also take a deep breath in nature and keep our mind fresh. I go for a walk every morning and evening, and it helps me keep my health in control. I truly believe that one day I will overcome the illness completely. I want to share my childhood, how I lived it full of fun and mischief. Although I faced a lot of discrimination then back, like strictness from teacher being forced to my tie my hair into a small ponytail, unfair treatment by other. One day my chemistry teacher threw me out of the lab just because I do not have a lab coat. My father could not afford to buy me one. Because of that, I punished. Despite of this, today I have become an aerospace engineer, the space engineer. Even though I spent most of the childhood playing outdoor game like cricket, marble, spinning tops, and gilli danda, today kids can hardly experience the same. They are mostly busy in online games and rarely play outside. Back in those days, it used to be star bowler of my neighborhood. Everyone wanted me on their team. I just want to say that I live my childhood with fullest and I deeply connected with nature. That's why I'm living close to nature is considered the greatest gift. I live my childhood with full of enjoy in nature and most today children can not live like that. But I am absolutely fine now. I want to write the ebook to help myself and recovery fully this condition and focus to my time and meaningful things. Today I have decided the name of the book is Cosmic Beginning of the Universe and Gift of Nature. In this book I will talk about the origin of cosmos and how we will enjoy the gift of nature. Many people get so caught up with their studies and busy lives that they forget to appropriate nature, even though nature has given us one of the greatest gifts, life itself, which should not to be wasted. I will also talk about how in childhood kids engage in both outdoor games and studies, but as they grow up, due to the societal pressure, everything slowly slips away and life becomes full of stress. Like we can similarly see that the given diagram, how boy can play. After that, they are learning. Then they have achievement. Then they have expectation. Then the life is become fully stress. So basically, our target is to that we should maintain our time, rather forget our studies and do the better things for ourself and make a time for playing outdoor games and maintain a time with study. Let's go to further the chapter 1, nature of science. To understand the science of nature, we must understand what nature is truly is, how people simply define it, the natural phenomena. But it is more than like that. Nature is nothing but the precious gift of life and living species, which humans often end up wasting due to being caught up with their work and routine. Because of this, they become disconnected from nature and start living a daily life in a trap of cycles, just like a robot and machine. The essential of what I want to say that we must stay connected with nature and not waste a beautiful gift of life that nature has given us. So, talking about what is science. Science is a systematic study of the nature world. It structures behavior process through observation, experimentation, reasoning. It helps to understand how nature works, from the tiniest particle in atom to the largest galaxies in the universe. But the science is not separate from nature. It is a tool to uncover the secret of nature. Every tree that grow, every river that flow, every planet that orbit, every heartbeat in the living beings follow certain natural law. Science helps us to decode those laws, and nature is the living laboratory of science. It is the where of observe galaxy photosynthesis, weather pattern, ecosystem, and evolution. From the blooming of the flower of the changing season, science helps us to explain that's why how they behind this wonder. So talking about is science linked with nature and how? So let's go to the further answer about this. Science and nature are deeply interconnected. Science is a study of nature, and nature is a source of everything of science tries to understand. Science helps us to explore, explain, appropriate the nature world. Without the nature, this would be nothing for science to observe and investigate. Let's break it down with some powerful example. Now talking about the photosynthesis, the nature's solar power. Plants use sunlight, water, carbon dioxide to make their food. What is the social link about that? Science explains the process of photosynthesis through this. Understand how plants convert solar energy into a chemical energy with support of the life of Earth. Talking about air and breathing oxygen cycle. What about this nature? Human and animal breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide while plants do the opposite. Science howling. Science explains that as a carbon oxygen cycle maintains the balance in Earth atmosphere, a perfect example of how science explains nature recycle system. Now talking about rainwater cycle, the water from ocean, river take evaporate from cloud and retain as rain. What is the social link about that? This is explained through the water cycle involved evaporation, condensation, precipitation, help us to understand weather pattern, irrigation, and even climate change. Talking about the 4 point is the human body a biological machine, how they are connected with nature, our heartbeat and brain think, and our body grow and heal, how they are connected with nature and science. Science explained through the biological, psychological, neuroscience. It tells us how the cells, DNA, hormones, and organs work in harmony with nature. Talking about gravity, why everything falls. The nature you drop a fruit and it fall on the ground. How they are connected with science. Science explains this through the Newton law of gravity, which is a fundamental force of nature, which in which without a gravity life a planet would not exist. Talking about the butterfly transformation metamorphosis, caterpillar turn into a butterfly. How they are linked with science? Science explains this through the metamorphosis shows us how life form evolve, adapt, revealing the beauty of natural design. So the next slide is about how to change our habit according to nature and improve the daily life gift of nature. Point number one and point number two I will explain later. Let's talk about the point number three. Eat fresh and seasonable food. How to change our habit according to nature. Let's talk about eat fresh and seasonable food. Nature gives us a fruit, vegetable in a perfect harmony with the season. For example, cooling fruit in summer and warming root in winter. Practice deep breathing and stillness. It is a very good method of taking a good deep breathing in nature. Like if we going any walking and running, so try to make a good breathing and deep breathing so that stress could be reduced. Now talking about drinking water like a ritual. Water is the purest gift of nature, yet we often replace it with surgical and artificial drink. Drink clean water mindfully throughout the day, purest the body and improve energy. Start our day with water and rest fighting it like a scared element can transform your health. Practice gratitude of life and nature. Nature gives without asking, tree with oxygen, river and give water, the sun gives light. When we feel thankful for this gift, we shift our mind from negativity to positivity. So, talking about how people are trapped in love and affection and left of nature, I want to talk about how people often get caught up in love and affection, and doing so they drift away from nature and even from themselves. Many individuals fall in harmful habits like drinking and smoking, often influenced by what they seen in movie. In reality, it will start with something emotional. For example, a boy fall in love and girl. When girl start ignoring him and pull away, a boy begin harm himself, adopting of these bad habits. The pain is entirely his, yet when someone tries to explain and guide him, he brushes it off and thinking, "You don't understand my love life," and he make excuses and thinking no one else can feel what he feeling. But in such a situation, the best choice is walk away from the girl and focus on yourself, especially when mental and physical health. This emotional stress can lead in physical problems like hair fall, anxiety, fatigue, even serious health. Unfortunately, in today's world, people often prioritize appearance when it comes to love. They attracted the look not by heart and mind. I am talking about the fantasies showing in movie. I'm not talking about the fantasies showing in movie like 12th Fail. When love stay pure with money and looks, in real life often quite the opposite. The person. Now let's go to the chapter 2, the cosmic beginning of universe. I have presented the modern theory of Big Bang where I have explained the cause of Big Bang not as a black hole explosion but due to the effect of dark energy and dark matter. In this paper, I have the modified Dr. Stephen Hawking theory proposed a new modern interpretation of the Big Bang driven by dark energy and dark matter. I have created a two handwritten model in this paper, the colliding Brane multiverse and center gravity model and the Redshift model. In both of this model, I have shown one of the origin of Big Bang lies in dark energy and dark matter. Additionally, I have explained one of the invisible matter which cannot be seen or detected by electromagnetic radiation poses a negative energy can travel through a black hole. This is overall discussion in my paper. Once you read it, you can understand in depth. My research paper is Modern Idea of Big Bang by Dark Matter and Dark Energy. The Big Bang happened due to dark energy and dark matter instead of sudden expansion of black holes. Because of at the beginning of universe, the chemical reaction happened continuously to create a star, planet, dust, particle, nebulae form. But in the case of black hole died, it will shrink and become its singularity and becomes invisible and exhaust radiation. Only there is no proof of formation of galaxies, stars, planets inside a black hole. If we it if it will happen, we can easily see the multiverse. If it is true, space could be look like multiverse. Inside a black hole, only invisible matter can enter like dark matter and dark energy. Those which have negative energy and cannot be detected by electromagnetic radiation. The Big Bang is a physical theory of described how the universe expanded from initial stage from higher density and temperature. The Big Bang theory is inspired by the discovery of expanding universe by Edwin Hubble. As the Stephen Hawking said that the Big Bang is called the explosion of black hole. Our universe was born by sudden massive explosion of black holes. In it is also written in many books. that the universe was born because of the explosion of black holes. But when we look at practical viewpoint, whether this would be happen or not, I will see some flaws in it. As explained, when a singularity point becomes very dense and temperature increases a billion degrees Celsius, then it will become a black hole and then it explodes. This is the reason is many mentioned in many books for the Big Bang. But the practical viewpoint is found that the black hole, but when they died, no universe and beginning of solar system etc. is not seen being created there. When they died, they released only radiation and become invisible. So let's go to further. This means that the Big Bang will not happen because of this. If this were true, we would be able to see the new solar system, the birth of planet, and we would also be see the multiverse where the black hole died. Year of study and reflection. I now presented the revised interpretation of the Big Bang, one grounded not a conventional idea of a black hole explosion, but the fundamental role of dark energy and dark matter. The standard Big Bang theory, which describes the origin of universe from the initial stage, extremely high density and temperature, is deeply rotated in the observation made by Edwin Hubble. The galaxy is recorded from us, and their light is redshift, indicate that the explosion in space. Traditionally, many theoretical physicists include two Reynold Stephen Hawking have proposed the universe have originated by the explosion of black holes, a singularity point where the space and time infinitely curved. According to the view of singularity point, raised important contradiction. This is the all overview about the Stephen Hawking theory and what it have fault. Now talking about my idea explanation. Today I am sharing something about the expanding universe, our sun nearby star as a part of vast collection of stars as a Milky Way. For a long time I have thought that the whole universe was begin in 1920. It was only in 1924 the American astronomer Edwin Hubble demonstrated that our the only galaxy, but there were many other track space between them. To prove that we needed to determine the distance of these galaxies, we determined the distance of nearby stars observing of how they change their position of Earth going around the sun. But other galaxies are so far away that unlike stars they do appear fixed. Hubble posed that therefore uses the indirect method measuring the galaxy's now apparent brightness of stars depending upon the two factor luminosity and how it far away. According to the general relativity, the radiation enter a black hole's its size, the event horizon become increases. But it is interchangeable because according to Hawking radiation, black hole emit radiation, its size becomes shrink and small, which violate general relativity. Which is correct. The size is increasing into the matter or radiation by emit radiation by Hawking's radiation theory. So I will be arrange this theory. These black holes are interchangeable. When the matter are entered in a black hole, its size become increases. After some time, they loses the radiation, the size becomes smaller. Here I have explained the two models about the Big Bang theory. First is the colliding Brane multiverse and centered gravity model, and another is the Redshift model. Both the models are described by me, which is referring that the Big Bang happened due to dark energy and dark matter because the expansion of universe is happened due to dark energy and the holding force of this matter is happened by dark matter. So our idea is basically about the main source of expanding universe and holding the matter which is generated by dark matter and dark energy. The diagram 1 shows that the center origin where the gravity is so strong contracted the matter and galaxies are attracted to their center and making a singularity point with their dark energy shall hold the galaxies with their orbit and dark energy create expansion due to exerting a centrifugal force giving space on redshift. The centered origin further collapse the galaxies toward their center and those galaxies are closer and centered origin gravity attraction is high and those lie away far away from the centered origin gravity attraction is low. Gravity dark energy always creates centrifugal force outward force create expansion. Boundaries of the universe deform due to dark energy force which is going on redshift centrifugal force. All the galaxies are collapsed to make a singularity point. Step 4. The expansion is so large and the boundary is represented by dotted line. Only positive energy singularity point and origin point and negative energy dark energy left. Step 5. Here the energy and density become higher and higher and is explode in the form of concentric circle. Step 6. The charges are cancelled out and nothing can be left in space. It will be look like empty space left referred to as everything or God. Hence it will again form a galaxies and matter due to the reaction happen continuously. So it will be again form a life of human and species. There is a life change of dominant characters means those species are dominated and more development are ruled in this universe and so on. Now the current scenario, the number of dark energy and dark matter is greater than the positive energy singularity point. Hence, the force exerted by dark energy is greater than the positive energy. Due to this criteria, universe is going on redshift. But after billion year later, the dominancy will get reversed. The dark energy exhausts all the elastic centrifugal force. Then the gravity will make singularity point. So, what is the conclusion of this? Chapter 2 book name is Cosmic Beginning and Gift of Nature. Chapter 2 conclusion is that the cosmological model developed by Mohd Lukman Khan, Model 1 and Model 2, offering a dynamic perspective of structure and evolution of universe. Both the model emphasize that the space is continuously expanding due to the repulsive force of dark energy, which is exerted a centrifugal effect leading to what we observe as a redshift. However, this explosion is not eternal. According to the model, gravity centered origin at the centered origin, where eventually overcome the repulsive force of dark energy. The shift is dominance which cause matter and galaxies to collapse inward and forming a singularity. The dark matter play a role of stability force, holding galaxies with their orbit and providing a structure for framework of the universe. Modern one introduced the idea of while spacing expand particles, galaxies are even ultimately drawn toward the centered gravitational void. The contraction increases density and temperature, eventually leading to reboost and cosmic explosion, a kind a cyclic Big Bang. Further, a model proposed the black holes, a pathway where the matter enter and time goes slows down, while the white hole in the parallel universe releases radiation which is back on the black hole part, suggesting as a possible bridge between multiverse. It introduces the normal spiral and spring trajectory of galaxies within the universe and adding a new dimension to cosmic motion beyond standard elliptical orbit. Model to evaporate that the universe evolution six cyclic process, starting a gravitational contraction toward the centered singularity processing through varied gravitational influences across the space, leading to the boundary deformation from dark energy centrifugal force, culminating in an explosive rebirth of energy and matter. The cycle is restart opposing charge, energy cancel out, leaving the empty space described that the everything or God. The philosophy and physical origin of new universe and life. The dominancy of intelligence. Each cycle is governed evolutionary hierarchy where more developed species prevail. The model has challenged current physical algorithm proposed that the dark energy more move faster than the speed of light. As the universe expansion rate appear exceed that limit, this claim opened discussion to deeper exploration in the nature of dark energy and fabric space-time. It is conclusion the model presented completely cyclic cosmic beginning where the universe is not one-time occurrence but the continuously interplay of force of dark energy, attractive gravity, and stability dark matter, leading infinite birth of matter, space, and life. Thank you so much. Go to subscribe my channel.